In a country like Uganda, whose tourist numbers continues to exponentially grow, passionate and qualified human resource in the entire value chain is necessary. A tour guide plays an integral part in a tourism experience.
Indeed, ours is a service, but it does not mean that you are not making money. But what is important, the people have come for the service, and that's what you should offer. The money will come much later. It's there. But if you look at the money, you are not going to be able to give the service, I can tell you this.
However, there are concerns about tour guides' knowledge of their portfolio and skills, especially in the area of adventure and cultural tourism.
We are not telling our stories, and the stories are written everywhere. Every village, every town, there's a story about this and that and this. And the guides have not been stopping, to tell these stories. And the communities, nobody is talking to the communities to develop their stories such that tour operators, can include their sites into their itineraries.
I think it's important that they know their backyard, and also they know, whenever they drop somebody off at an UA gate, what's behind it. And I would really like to encourage, tour guides that have such activities in their portfolio to go out there themselves and discover. Because then you really feel what the place is about.
A private sector initiative led by Matoke Tours, a travel agency in Uganda, is focused on diversifying the tourism products by training high-potential tour guides.
We have started this process a long time ago. This is around 1.5 years ago. We came together with 5-6 other companies under this initiative, Adventure Tourism Uganda, because we saw the potential that Uganda still has for adventure tourism. That's cultural tours, and that's also active adventure. So it has been talked about for a long time that we would want to diversify products for Uganda, which is mainly known as a primate trekking destination, but it has so much to offer. Uganda is such a culturally diverse country. It has so much natural beauty in different destinations, landscapes which go from mountains to savanna to crater lakes and forests. So the potential is just untapped.
By introducing a specialist training program for adventure travel guides, the partners are convinced of a trickle-down effect of the tourism dollars to the average Mwananchi.
Any training we put up, we get graduates who want to come and join. And when you come as a graduate and you agree to be trained practically, then you get into the high notch. So it's a job for everyone.
According to John Sempebwa, Uganda's tourism potential is unlimited, but to reap big, there is need for strategic and deliberate efforts.
Uganda is beyond gorillas and wildlife and safaris. Cultural tourism has to be inextricably linked and merged with these safaris. Why? Why is this important? Tourism at the moment is getting a very limited share of the national budget, for the sole reason that our kind of tourism here does not trickle down. The benefits are not trickling down to the masses.
The Adventure Guide training program also focuses on female tour guides. Social and economic barriers have often made it impossible for women to consider a career in tour guiding in Uganda.
Sometimes we're underestimated. They feel we're incapable of doing this because it's always been a man's job previously. So we have those challenges sometimes, but we have proven them wrong because we're doing it. I am doing it, other women are doing it.
So me being here is one, because of the passion, and two, because I feel that the Ugandan tourism industry needs to pull up their socks as far as promoting and pushing forward the adventure tourism bit of it.
Although most of these tour guides have been trained before and have been active in the industry for a while, they appreciate the refresher course, and coming at a time of sector slowdown due to the COVID-19 pandemic, they believe it's ideal and timely.
So many things that we took for granted because we thought they were little, but it's because we have grown up seeing these things and we think that they don't matter. But now at least we know.
The tourists come here to enjoy the money, but if you don't offer much, their problem is not spending the money, but how do you convince them to spend the money to enjoy the trip? This training, this kind of the trainings, like is good and best for this country, I can say, because one, guides are the heart or the backbone of tourism.
I believe we should market ourselves wider into the cycling, mountaineering. The tourism industry is quite broad, and I believe we have only done so little in marketing our activities, and yet there are quite many. I would encourage the tour operators to package a variety for everybody, the young, the old, different races of people, culture, tourism. It's quite broad.
The excursion at Mabira, a tropical rainforest, on the last day of the 3-day training offered the tour guides a glimpse at what an adventure hike entails. Dennis Sigoa and Robin Yoso for UBC News.